Okay, it's Thursday and 7:45. All morning I'm supposed to be in clinics and the paediatric ward, so that should be really good. And then all afternoon I've got some teaching, some of it in person, some of it online. I'm running a little bit late already, so I do need to rush, have a shower, grab a coffee, and then run into the hospital, grab some scrubs and be at the ward. Let's get going. Waking me up a little bit. Yesterday was also the last day that any non-essential shops were open, so we quickly ran down to the outlet store that's nearby and I picked up a new pair of running shoes, so I'm really hoping I get a chance today to try those out. It's also day 1 of lockdown. Let's start dealing with that again. So I just got back in from the hospital, had a full morning on the ward round, saw quite a few interesting cases, a lot of very stereotypical cases for this time of year. So we're in the winter months now, just at the start, granted, but from October to kind of March, there's just a lot of wheezy kids coming into paediatrics. So predominantly, if the child is under 1, that's going to be kind of bronchiolitis. Under 2, we tend to call it, say, like a viral wheeze. And then in slightly older children, then you can start to diagnose kids with asthma that's being brought on or exacerbated by some kind of infection that they've caught in the winter months. Got about 2 hours now before I've got some afternoon teaching in person. Luckily, a lot of our teaching is still happening in person because it's with the consultants that we would be with on the ward round anyway, so they're happy to do it in person with us. 2 hours to do that. I'm gonna go for a quick run, try out my new shoes, and have some lunch. Just got back from our run. The plan was to go into the hospital this afternoon. We're supposed to have teaching 2 till 5 in person and again in person from 5 till 7. But we found out that the afternoon teaching, the early afternoon teaching is not happening. So it gives me an opportunity to do some practice questions. I need to start going through my past medicine paediatric questions just to get a bit of an idea of what might come up. And it also gives me a chance to get on with a bit of life admin. So I'll take you with me while I do that. A typical day for me here at the William Harvey Hospital goes a little something like this. I generally wake up at around 8 AM, have a shower, get ready, and head into the hospital. This is a very small commute. I'm only about 2 minutes walk away from the hospital because I'm living on the hospital site. Once I'm there, I get changed into scrubs and I just grab whatever colour is available as long as the top and bottom match. After that, I head to the morning handover, which is where the night team explain the current situation on the ward to the team taking over for the day. This will include some background information on all of the patients on the ward, particularly any that have been admitted from A&E overnight, and any updates on patients who've been there for longer. Then I'll attend the ward round with the senior doctors, either the consultant or the senior registrar. This is the main contact the consultants have with the patients. It's a chance for the doctors to assess the patients, have a discussion with them and the team about their health, and to formulate a plan for their care. Both of that plan is to conduct some investigations, prescribe medication, observe or to discharge the patient. The actions of that plan will be normally carried out by the junior doctors. These tasks are commonly referred to as the ward jobs, and they make up the bulk of what a junior doctor gets up to each day. Once the ward round is over, we have a little huddle and the jobs are divided up between the junior doctors. At this point, most consultants will then leave the ward round and go and run things like clinics for outpatients in the afternoon. outpatients are patients that are not currently in the hospital. I would normally then take a moment off, have some breakfast at around 12 or 1. I'm having a go at intermittent fasting for a month to see if it suits me, and so far I'm finding it very easy on weekdays, but I think I'm going to have to start giving myself a day off each weekend to enjoy a breakfast in bed. Afternoons are taken up either following the junior doctors as they do their jobs, attending A&E, or going around with the consultants. I typically finish at around 5 at the hospital, and then either make my way to the education centre or to my room for an evening of teaching. I typically try and eat dinner before 8, which then marks the start of my 16-hour fasting until the following afternoon. And then I spend a little bit of time organising my room or cleaning or doing that sort of thing. I'll spend a couple of hours studying or working in the evening, and then it's off to bed, ready to start the next day. I really hope that you found this interesting. I know that I really enjoyed editing it, so please let me know by subscribing and smashing that like button below. During this lockdown 2.0, I'm going to be trying to record a lot more content and getting it out to you much more frequently, so stay tuned for that.